creating a movement.
Getting girls, scoring goals.
Share your goal on social media. Don't forget the hashtag. Everyone who takes part will receive a limited edition Puma football.
It's not men's football.
It's not women's football.
It's just football. Same game, same goals.
The pitch is big enough for all of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 4-0 at half-time. Manchester City are currently beating Sporting Lisbon 4-0. Yes, you heard that right. We are so unbelievably blessed right now to be watching this Manchester City team. An absolute privilege and a joy to have watched that first half. Nedum, what did you make of that?
I'm like kind of like everybody else. You're like really happy, but then also really confused because it's it's the last 16 of the Champions League. But credit to City, they've not really offered much encouragement to Lisbon. The fans there, you can see they're a bit down. The early goal was obviously a key one. Great bit of composure by KDB to just set up Mahrez. It seems routine. It's like a passing drill, but that was big. Then the second came, and then before you know it, it's like 4-0, and you're like, well, Hold on, no. Because like Dave was saying it was 2-1, I was saying it's 2-0. It's going to be a really tight game. And out of nowhere, as I say, that's the score. But credit to them because they're throwing bodies forward, they're committing people in the box, they're taking opportunities. And this is the sort of clinical City who, when they're at their absolute best, they're untouchable in my opinion.
Yeah, when that fourth goal went in, I'm not even sure I celebrated, David. I was just a bit stunned about it. Was just a absolutely phenomenal first half. And do you know what, David? I'm going to say it. I don't even think that was us playing our best.
I think this is why I'm agreeing with you on the feeling there, because as we're watching the game, we're talking about it, and City have had, I don't know what KDB was thinking there. Do you think he was going to score from?
had a shot, unbelievable.
Yeah.
How selfish of him.
5 shots, 4 goals before KDB decided to put one over. And I think, I don't want to say it's lucky, but there's been moments in the goals which have been so fortuitous. You're looking at it and thinking, this isn't City shooting and scoring the goals. This is minimal amount of shots, cool finishes. KDB's pass for the first goal. As I said, he could have shot then, but instead it's like a calm pass, put it in the back of the net. It is the epitome of clinical performance, I think.
Oh, it's just absolutely stunning. It's just absolutely stunning.
It's like I was saying before the game. It's like a nightmare team to play against because it's just horrible. Like, somebody slips, oh, there's another goal. Oh, the ball's just bounced on the halfway. Oh, somebody scored. All right, the time is run. Oh, why has he got to tap in? Like, why is this guy free? Why is this going on? And you don't really have the answers to it because for Lisbon, they've not been horrendous. You know what I mean? But there've been a few things which they've gotten wrong. But now they're like, they're thinking they've got a big second half, to try and get themselves back in the game in some way. But then if they open out, they know that plays into City's strengths. So it's a really, really weird thing because we've seen City play better, but we've not seen them have such a comfortable lead and be this clinical at this stage in the game. It's surreal.
Although, I can't say that I've seen a better Bernardo Silva volley.
Oh,
Are you sure about that? Because it was one at Villa Park.
You're going to pull one out.
Villa?
Yeah. Villa Park was very good.
Better than that?
I'll take either, but yeah, I'd say
we were watching it. It's like
the Villa Park one was the total move. The Villa Park one was probably like potentially one of the goals of the season from start to finish.
Well, let's have a chat about all those goals because they were all so different. I'm going to come to you for the first one, David, because fair play to you. You immediately said that is onside, no questions asked. And Nedum and I were a bit like, oh, is it? We're waiting for the check, and you were like, guys, it's a goal. It's a goal. There was no worry for you at all.
No, unfortunately, I was right. The one thing I was concerned was they hadn't changed the score on my app to usually they put the score on then take it off. But I was thinking, maybe there's something gone wrong here. But no, I think it just seemed like KDB even sort of checked back a little bit to stay onside. And
Genius.
Yeah, of course. But it was the moment that the keeper's made the save, and then he knocks it back.
Yeah.
To Mahrez because he could have quite easily tried to just curl it in. But it was like, no, you're in a better position. Put it there, 1-0. Come on, let's go and score a few more. Wonderful.
At that point, I mean, that was in like the 5th, 6th minute, but it went on for a few minutes. I think it clocked at 7, the goal. At that point, I'm like, oh, this is incredible. We've scored a goal. Like, not knowing what's coming, obviously. Riyad Mahrez, Nedum, 17 goals this season now. 14 goal involvements in his last 9 games. 9 goals, 5
So you're saying he's not too bad then?
Yeah,
You're saying he's doing
decent,
okay?
Yep.
Yeah, he's doing very well. And did he get the assist for the
Well,
third?
I'm giving him the assist, but I'm not sure they are. But I am.
Was this for the second or the third?
The third, the Foden goal.
That's definitely an assist.
Yeah, why is it not
it's an
his?
assist.
Well, it wasn't on the BBC website, but I think it's an assist.
Hostile.
I put it in my
Anti-City.
stat.
Yeah, give it to him. You know, he's doing very, very well at the minute. And even like to talk about the KDB bit, I think in the back of KDB's mind, he probably thought he was offside. But to still be rational, I think so. But to still be like rational enough to say, "Oh, go on, then you just tap this in," because everyone around him had their arms in the air, but he played on, made the right decision.
But that even more reason to have the shot.
Yeah, but
If I can score from here, I'll probably be offside, so it doesn't matter if I miss.
Yeah.
But and this is why KDB is so good.
Yeah,
he
he's-
can process in minimal amount of time, put Mahrez on a plate. Wow.
yeah, for sure.
I've got to say that this confirms my thought of the Sporting's fragility. Goal down, and all of a sudden they've just totally crumbled. And the no draws in the Champions League kind of
There we go.
supports. I'm just
He
saying
wants to throw out that post.
Oh, yeah, but usually an early goal, and I've said this on the show before, an early goal is usually detrimental to the outcome of the game for the team that scores. But at the moment, this is one of those could be anything by the end of the game.
Yeah.
Before we chat about the other goals, we'll have a look at the stats because I know you love the stats for the game, David. So far, that City have had those 5 attempts on target to Sporting's none. 62% of their possession. Edison's not made a save. Anything there surprising for you, or just what you were expecting, David?
What thing that surprised me is the number of passes, 310 to 180. Yes, Man City have had many more passes, but again, looking at the game. For the amount of goals, you would imagine that would be significantly more. So Porto have had possession, but just haven't been able to do anything. Sorry, Sporting have had possession.
I think they have, and I think when they have had it, they've felt like they've been dangerous because they've got quite a few things on a quick break and so on. But the defenders back there for City have been great.
Yep,
and
true.
also, I think tactically, City, what they've gotten right, with Sporting playing 3 at the back, City are putting people forward to make it a 5. So then it means that the 2 central midfielders for them are basically on an island because you've got KDB to one side, Bernardo to the other. You can't go out and get Rodri. And the front 3 thinking they're doing well by going and pressing. But like I say, those 2 behind them, they can't go with them because the game will get too open. So tactically, I think that's a big thing which has sort of affected the way that, say, Lisbon have had to try and defend. And as a consequence, there have been a few times where City have gotten the ball on the other side of them and they come with momentum. And, you know, there's only so much they can take before you say, enough's enough, let's retreat. And then that's the possession there at 38%.
So the second goal came in the 17th minute from Bernardo Silva, as mentioned there. The technique involved in that goal, gents, you tell me, because that's a fan's
I can't tell you anything about that. I can tell you nothing about that whatsoever. I can tell you about the header which Ruben Diaz went for just before it, which was well contested. He was unlucky. But after that, it's magical.
I think I scored one of them back in in training.
Yeah, I was going to say
on the way in from training.
by accident. Yeah, I know what you mean.
How difficult? Because it's kind of like for me, I'm looking at it. It's on an angle. It's kind of a half volley. How difficult is that?
Well, I'm going to say for most people and most footballers even, that is a tremendously difficult skill. But
Yeah.
we're talking about one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
And I don't think he would have seen it as
No.
as being so difficult, which kind of takes a shine off it.
If it was so
But
difficult, he wouldn't have tried to take it.
he can, yeah, exactly. He did it with confidence, and that
Yeah.
was the main thing. And it was 1-0 at the time. It's not like they're winning 4-0. I'll take a chance.
I think that's the beauty of it. Some of these guys who are as talented as they are, like in particular moments, all they see is the task, which is to strike the ball in a proper manner. You might have had 3-4 players around him who were like shouting at him, throwing the bodies up in the air, but he's just keeping his eye on the ball as it came down, and then just wallop goals. Like, it's just what I did. It's just what I do. Yeah.
I love it when a goal clatters off the
bar,
bar
yeah.
as well, and it's brilliant. There is 2 more goals that we should be talking about, but sadly we're going to run out of time. So let's pause. We'll talk about those other 2 goals at full time. There might be more to talk about. If there's not, then it's something to save there, because the teams are going to be coming out very, very soon. There's just been so much to talk about. We need to quickly as well do Who's Stats. So this is your 3rd clue. Send us in a tweet, #Man City. Let us know who you think it is. So clue 1 was the player starred in 2 Champions League games against City in 16-17. Clue 2 was this player ran a mammoth 13.7 kilometres in a game against Liverpool. And now your new clue, clue number 3. Come on, you've got to get it now. This player named his dog after another player in the City squad. Of course. Come on now. Everybody's got to be getting this now. His dog's called John. I'm going to give you an extra clue. There you go. So you're both confident. You definitely know who it is.
Got to.
All in.
All in.
You're all in now?
All in. Yeah.
He's all in. Lovely. Gents, thank you very much. We'll be back at full time. Minimum we'll be talking about is those 2 goals
Yes.
that we missed. We got a couple more minutes. All right, we got a couple more minutes. We can talk about goal 3. There was me writing us off there. Right, goal 3 came from Philip Foden, and only after the goal did we learn, Nedum, or did I learn? Today's his 150th appearance for City. He's 21 years old, and he's just scored again in the Champions League. Goodness me.
Yeah, goodness me, it's incredible, really, isn't it? 150 at that age for the club in this current state that it's in is incredible, and he's been such a big part of the team over the last few years as well. And it's good as well to see him in there getting like it's the tap in, but he still kind of sat the keeper down in some ways. He's lucky to get the ball go to him, but it's good play by Mahrez on the side. But it's interesting, like how they always seem to find people in and around that striker position when they don't have a striker. But that's a whole different conversation.
Imagine they had a striker.
Yeah, he'd also be there doing the same thing. But it's none of my business.
No, I thought it was wonderful. I mean, again, this is slightly serendipitous in a way. The fact that as a nutmegs on the first defender, second defender slips, the third defender gets a touch and ends up with Foden and a goalkeeper sitting on the floor. I've been in that position.
Yeah, that's on an island.
I have been in that position, yeah. But again, I mean, that first half has given us just about everything. You could watch 2 Champions League matches and not get that much. Fantastic.
Brilliant, thank you. Well, we do actually have to go now. There is another one to talk about.
Okay.
So there is a minimum another Bernardo Silva goal that we're going to be talking about at full time, and we'll obviously, of course, be letting you know whose stat. Although I'm sure you've all got it now, haven't you? Let us know. Use the hashtag Man City. Now, at the start of the halftime show, you saw a wonderful video about same goals. It's an incredible campaign. City have been involved now for 5 years. It is. I absolutely love the video because we all love football. So same goals, incredible campaign. Ladies, girls, women around the world, get yourselves filmed scoring a goal, and City will give you a limited edition Puma football. It's to celebrate the fact we all love football. Men, women, we all love football. So we'll be back at full time. Let's have another look to do with same goals.
We're getting girls scoring goals. It takes just 3 steps to get your free Puma football.
Step 1.
Record your goal anywhere, anytime.
Step 2.
Share your goal on social media. Don't forget the hashtag.
Step 3.
We'll send you a free limited edition Puma football. Amazing!